that you're doing, you're making any inappropriate comments or facial expressions, anything of that nature, I'm going to ask that you leave the courtroom and not to return. Tripp and Tanya Tripp, defendants are present in the courtroom. Counsel, anything, of course, the jury's not due to be here until 9:15. At this time, is anything the state needs to bring up before we bring them in?
Yes, Your Honor, just one of the matters. As our Chief Assistant District Attorney, Kevin Davis testified to, it's scheduled, but I just asked Mr. Reyes if there was any objection to her being on the case, if he waives that, and I think he does.
I have no objection.
So we just wanted to put that on the record.
All right. Well, Ms. Stengel, does your client have any objection to your representation?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you very much.
What I was going to be construed as character evidence that there is a portion where Investigator Dobbins asked Mr. Tripp, he's not asking if Mr. Tripp has ever had an abortion, but he makes the statement that, he makes a statement about abortions. She never says anything about having an abortion. That's not a part of this case. I think he's just saying we don't want to be led down, your wife is telling us different things. What I intend to do to make sure that it does not seem like she's had an abortion is to ask him, like, did she ever tell you anything about her having an abortion? And the answer would be no, but it's just to make it clean that that's not sincere, which is a copy of that Miranda form that Investigator Dobbins went over with Mr. Tripp. It was a state's exhibit 115. This interview that was conducted with Mr. Tripp, was it recorded?
It was.
Have you had an opportunity to review the full-length recording of that interview?
I have.
And do you have an idea about how long that full-length recording is?
Yeah.
Again, to discuss this case, there's been some developments in the case I talked to you last. Of course, you know that Tanya was also arrested.
I'm pausing it at, what's time say? At just 21 seconds in there. And we're looking at the screen, we see a box on the side. Can you tell who was in there with you?
That would have been Sylvester at the actual table, and you see my white head up top in the top right-hand corner.
And is that Mr. Tripp sitting there?
That is.
All right, we can resume.
I don't know.
Huh?
So yeah, now I know.
Okay.
Question now.
So with that, there's been, we'll get to all that, we're going to discuss all that. Right now, there's been some developments in the case that we need some clarification on from you. I think you can assist me with that. So we're going to go through some of that, so we can get some clarification, and we can put a rest to this. Okay?
Okay.
Okay? All right. Is there any questions or anything before we get started or anything? Because, there's some stuff, really we need to know what all, the full extent of Tanya's involvement. We know there's involvement there. We're gonna need to get to the full extent.
She ain't involved in nothing. I mean, what is she supposed to be involved in? I'm trying to figure out. She just with me when she wasn't supposed to be with me. I'm trying to figure out, how she get involved in it. I'm trying to figure out. That's new to me. Like I said, I didn't even know she was locked up. I'm gonna look for my wife and word sick, man. Don't know where she was at. I wish y'all could have told me something. Y'all was gonna arrest her or something, man. I mean, that wasn't bad. I mean, I talked to you, you know what I'm saying? And tell you you're gonna arrest my wife, man.
Well, I think everything will come to, I think you'll understand and realize after we get into the crux of everything, after we've spoken with her a couple times, more than a couple times, to get additional detail of what she'd said. I think you'll have a better understanding for it. And again, you know, we wanted to communicate with you, but obviously we were kind of waiting until they were done with you in Atlanta to get you to transport down. Yeah, to get you to transport down here so you could get settled down here, and then we could kind of give you the 411 on what we found out. So and that's what we're here for today.
All right. All right, well, again, because we're talking to you, you are in custody, so we have to go over, we'd already done this one time, go over your Miranda. Okay, I'm gonna give you this one right here, this one right here, we'll read from this one. Okay, let's get you going and put your name in there at the top. Well, we're gonna go over.
He's gonna read it
I just
to
need you to put your name out there first, and then we're gonna go from there. Okay? That's just stating this one getting ready.
Let me explain something to you, okay? So what the Miranda warning is it's not saying you're going to, you're not going to, you admit, you don't admit. It's not saying anything, but it's allowing us to be able to discuss with you additional information, what we found out, and get your feedback from it. So it's a give-take thing. But before we give-take, by law, we have to read you your Miranda warning. It's not saying you're an admission of guilt. It's not saying you will talk, you won't talk, anything. It just means that you are going to sit here and listen to us. Without you going through it and signing it, we can't tell you any additional information, nor can we get any additional information.
I mean, what's going on? That's what I'm saying.
Well,
I told y'all my boy was going on. I should have to sign one of these twice. I already signed one.
I just explained it to you.
It's just, it's a procedural thing. It's
Yeah, all it is procedure.
We're required to do this. So we just have to go over it again, and then we're gonna start discussing all the updated information I already have with you, and then we're gonna go over it from there. So, Steve, put your name right there for me.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, basically it says I, and this will be Leon Tripp, have been informed by an undersigned law enforcement officer prior to being questioned by them that one, that I have the right to remain silent. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to initial by the one there for me? That's a statement read it, you understand it? All right. Number two, anything I say can and will be used against you or used against me in a court of law. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just initial that. Number three, I have the right to talk to an attorney and have been present with me while I'm being questioned or before making any of these statements. Understand that? Okay. Number four, if I cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to me by the court free of charge to represent me to have been present before making any statement or before any question. That if I request an attorney, no question will be asked until an attorney is present to represent me. You understand that, correct? Okay. And I can decide at any time to exercise any rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand that, correct? And when I have heard the statement of my rights and understand what my rights are, I've made this decision freely and voluntarily, and no promises or threats have been made to induce me to sign this waiver of counsel. You understand that? I just need you to sign it and you date it there at the bottom.
No.
Okay. Do you understand your rights
Yeah.
as they were read?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you, let me see that for a second. So you have read the waiver of counsel, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You understand your rights?
Yeah.
Okay. You understand what your rights are?
Yeah.
All right. And do you freely and voluntarily agree that no threats or promises have been made to induce you to communicate with us?
Yeah, I mean,
We've not promised you anything or made any threats towards you.
I just trying to figure out what's going on, man.
Okay.
You know?
And that's what we're trying to do. I just want to make sure, again, that it's perfectly clear to you what your rights are. Even though you're not signing this, you totally understand what your rights are. All right. Are you under any type of, are you intoxicated at all?
No.
You under any drug influence, alcohol influence?
No.
Are you of your right mind?
Yeah.
Okay, you've not been diagnosed with any kind of mental disorders or anything of that nature?
No.
Okay, all right, good deal.
Before we go, Father, we just need to go back over what you initially told me when we interviewed you in the cab. Go ahead, if you would, because he's new to this case, so he's kind of getting caught up on it and refreshed on it. And so we just need you to kind of briefly just go over.
And I don't think I introduced myself.
I mean, I told y'all, man, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I should tell y'all again. I mean, you know, I told y'all what happened, you know what I'm saying? That's that, you know what I'm saying? If y'all discover something new, I mean, y'all like me, but, you know, like I say, I told y'all what I knew, and that's it, man. That's all I know.
So from my understanding, talking to the case investigator, the night that, well, I don't want to say the night that she went missing, but the night that is in question, your wife was at the house when you took her daughter to, was it Clarksville, to assist a friend?
I mean, he already knows this, he knows the story. I don't want to go over this again, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he knows, you know what I'm saying, what I told him. And we already discussed this one time already. So I don't want to discuss it again.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Do you recognize that?
It's ultrasound.
What is it? It is an ultrasound, that's correct.
Ultrasound.
Can you tell me where it's from? Does that look familiar at all to you?
Yeah, that's my wife.
That's your wife's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Supposed to be my new expecting daughter. Supposed to be.
Okay.
Supposedly.
What do you mean by supposedly?
I'm supposed to be expecting my daughter.
Okay. All right. Does that look familiar to you at all?
Yeah, that's my wife. Call it. Yeah.
Does she normally create like false identifications and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean it's a site where you can do that for fun. I mean it ain't nothing for real.
It's just for fun?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And is this supposed to be, you said this is your daughter or your son, or do you know yet?
It's supposed to be a girl from my understanding.
Okay.
I don't know, you know yet, but she said they think it's a girl.
Okay. And when did she tell you that she was pregnant? After all this bullshit happened, I believe.
Okay. I'm not sure exactly what date.
So this was between the day that she was taken by you to Clarksville and then when you returned, somewhere in between?
I mean, what does that have to do with my wife's, my baby ultrasound?
We're going to get to it if you just answer the question.
No, I'm not asking that question because I'm trying to figure out what does that have to do with my wife's ultrasound?
Again, I'm going to tell you.
I mean, is that real?
Is what real?
The ultrasound, my wife, right?
No, she lied to you. No, the ultrasound is not real at all. The baby's fake. All of it's fake.
My son was fake too?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Have you ever been to any of her doctor's appointments for her other treatments?
No.
No. Because so far, everything that we've learned from that also is, we have not been able to prove that that exists.
What?
Yes.
So, and again, excuse my ignorance because I honestly don't know a lot about the case. But you have another stepdaughter that's 7?
That's Elijah.
Tanya?
Yeah.
So she was there that evening, or the morning. and again, I'm not trying to get confirmation, I'm just telling you what I know, and if anything I say is incorrect, please correct me, but she was there that evening, or that morning, and she came in, according to your wife, she came in directly after you and her older sister left, and said that you guys had taken off. And it was at that time that your wife got up and searched, I guess, for her phone to, I guess, text you or call you, and then found that you had left your phone and then taken her phone. She reached out to you and you said, hey, everything's cool. And this is coming from her. Hey, everything's cool. I'm going to, and you please correct me if I'm wrong too. I'm going to Clark Hill to help Maurice.
Right.
And I took her, because she knows how to operate the GPS. Your wife said he doesn't know anything about technology, he doesn't know anything about phones, so that's probably why he took her. And I heard her in the background say, hey mommy, I love you, or something to something to that effect. So we're talking to her, and I'm talking to her, and she's sitting across from me, and it's been almost, 2 months now? Since her disappearance. And I'm asking her, does she think that her daughter is safe? And she's under the impression that her daughter is perfectly safe wandering around Atlanta somewhere, afraid to make a phone call, afraid to ask a stranger for a phone, because she would never ask a stranger for a phone. So any of this stuff, I mean, does it sound, does it make sense to you?
I mean, that part right there about her being scared to ask someone to use the phone, I don't believe that now, but.
I mean, does it make sense to you that she would be wandering around Atlanta right now at Friday,
I mean, if she is, Janelle was kind of wild, you know what I'm saying? She like to do things, and some things, if you want to let her do it, she'll get mad and just do it on her own, you know what I'm saying? Like one time she ran away, but she came back. She ran away for maybe like 2 days or something like that, but she came back, But
she says she's a good girl. She says she's a virgin. She says she doesn't have a boyfriend. I never had a boyfriend.
I mean, not that we know of. I mean, I can't say more on that now. I was 16 2 months. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm quite sure y'all was too. So, I can't say if she had a boyfriend or not, because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Kids tend to hide things like that.
But did you know anybody in Atlanta?
I mean, to my understanding, as far as I do, I don't know. I guess no. I don't know. If she did, she been a couple of times, with her uncle. So
she mentioned that you said you were taken to Atlanta to buy her a birthday present.
I gave her some money, to go shopping or whatever she want to do. It's like that. Because I told her, I said, I'm going to give you some money for your birthday. But that was about it, man. I was mainly trying to work, trying to get some money to keep my family can put out doors. It still kind of happened anyway, But, that's why I went there. It was to go to work, Because my ends with me here in Augusta, My bills getting turned off, my water got turned off.
No, I understand.
Matter of fact, it was still off. We had to go to the BP up here off of Deansbridge and fill up jugs of water, man, just so we had some water to cook with and stuff. So, I'm the only one in the house working, So I try to, do what I can, side bills and all this, trying to work. I was the only one working, so I said, I gotta go to Atlanta, make some money,
So after helping Maurice, you went to Atlanta directly from there.
Yeah.
You ran out of, and again, please correct me, and you please correct me if I'm wrong, I'm just trying to get my bearings. On the way to Atlanta, you ran out of gas.
Yeah.
And left the truck. Both your cell phone and her cell phone were still in the truck at the time that you left to go get gas.
Yeah.
And then upon returning, your cell phones were gone, but the truck was still there.
Yeah.
Was there anything else missing?
The cell phone was still there. The cell phones didn't really get gone until like after after I got the truck, I stopped by a friend's house and stuff like that. That's when the cell phone got missing.
So they were at a friend's house that they got stolen at?
Yeah, somebody stole the cell phone out the truck at a friend's house, you know.
Okay. All right.
I don't know how they got stolen out the truck at the, I mean, we ran
So they didn't get stolen at the time that
No.
you guys were getting
No.
gas? Okay.
No.
All right. So you get gas. At some point, and this is the part that's kind of foggy for me, at some point, once you arrive in Atlanta at the place you guys are going to be staying, which is what? Where did you guys stay?
It was off of Arlington Street.
Okay. So once you arrive there, do you get a job? Are you working?
I already had a job when I got there. That's why I went there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So at what point was it decided that she was going to head back home, and why? What I mean, she was out of school. Was she missing anything?
I mean, not really. She was just like, Dad, you know, I don't know how long you might be here. I said, yeah, I got to work. I said, if you want to wait till the end of the week, you know what I'm saying, we can ride back together. She was like, well, I still want to go shopping. I'm like, okay. So, you know, gave some money. She was like, well, Dad, I probably catch the bus back, you know what I'm saying? You know, I just go back home and be with Mom because, you know, Mom's supposed to be sick, you know, with the cancer and everything, you know what I'm saying? That's the impression all of us were getting wrong, that she was sick with cancer. So she was like, yeah, Dad, I can go back home and help Mom, you know, and say, look out for Mom, make sure Mom all right. You know what I'm saying? I was like, cool, whatever you want to do. I said, you feel all right doing it? She said, yeah, Dad, of course. I gave her some money, you know what I'm saying? Went to work, that was like on a Wednesday. I went to work, she was still there asleep, you know what I'm saying? I said, you know, just, I mean, she locked the door when you leave with her. She said, okay, Dad, you know, I'm gone.
So by the time you got back home that evening, she was gone, and you assumed
Yeah, she went there, so I'm like, okay. You know, I didn't think nothing of it. Like, I was like, well, you know, maybe she didn't want to be home, so, you know. So I called and checked, you know what I'm saying? So
you called and checked. Did she say she was home or wasn't home?
I didn't call and check that same day, because, you know, like I said, I didn't really think nothing about it. I was like, well, you know, I called and checked out a while, you know, make sure she got there. So, like that Friday or something like that, somewhere around there, I called, and she was like, no, Janelle ain't made it home yet, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, what you mean? I said, man, stop playing. What you mean she ain't made it home yet? She was like, no, she ain't made it home yet. She said, you know, I thought something had done happened to y'all or something, so I called the police because I was scared, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't, you know, I wasn't able to get in contact with y'all right then. So I was like, no, ain't nothing happened to us, you know? So, you know, I was like, well, I'm on my way, you know what I'm saying? So when I get there, she was like, yeah, you know, y'all missing and this, that, and then what?
So you driven the truck back?
Yeah, I drove the truck back. So she told me all that. I just drove around the corner and left it. I was like, man, I ain't even did nothing. So,
My biggest concern right now is, you know, when you arrive back home, you drop the truck off up the street. Am I correct that you ended up back in Atlanta?
yeah.
Without her?
Without her. I came out of Atlanta without her, man. I got a ride back. You know what I'm saying?
And was it Maurice that drove you? Who drove you back?
It was Will.
Will.
It was Will. I called Will from Marco House. I know they have no fucking way to get back as long as the way. I said, man, I got to get back some kind of way.
So you were just wanting out of Augusta?
Yeah, I said, I got to get out of here.
So why if you were going to hightail it out anyways, why did you drop the truck off though? Why don't you just leave it there?
Because I didn't want to fucking get her in trouble.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Because at the time you're assuming she's not lying.
Yeah, because I'm like, shit, if they know I've been over here and you didn't call the police on me, they gonna lock your ass up. So that's why I drove around the corner and left it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And then at what point, so you end up in Atlanta, and then was it days later, or when did you help her move from Augusta to Atlanta with the whole U-Haul thing?
It was maybe like, maybe I want to say maybe like a week or two later, maybe, at the most.
Okay. So did you come back to help her, or did she load all the crap up and then she met you there in Atlanta?
She loaded up what she could, and then I went back and helped her get the rest of the stuff. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know,
So how did you get back
How'd I get back?
from Atlanta to Augusta again?
I had to get somebody to take me.
Okay. Was it the same guy, or was it a different?
Nah, it was just somebody different here.
Okay.
And he didn't even know, You know, he didn't even know what was going on, really. You know, he didn't even know all this was going on with me. You know what I'm saying? He just trying to help me out. You know
So he just dropped you off at the house?
Yeah, he just dropped me off at the house, and I helped her, you know what I'm saying, get stuff that she couldn't get.
So by that time, she had already gone on to Facebook and all this other stuff, trying to figure out where her daughter was, and...
Yeah, you know, she said she had been on the news, she had a couple of interviews and stuff like that, you know, and I was like, man, you know, I was looking my damn self, you know what I'm saying, and it didn't stop looking, you know, asking people, you know, you see my daughter, you know, showing pictures, everything, and they were like, man, he said, man, somebody told me, I seen somebody look like her, you know, and I was like, man, was you sure it was her? So I went and knocked on the door, you know what I'm saying? I said, hey man, you seen this girl right on my door? I'm looking for her. He was like, no man, I ain't even seen her. And there was a girl in the house that looked at something similar to her, but it wasn't her. You know, I made sure I looked good. You know, it wasn't her, you know what I'm saying? But she was almost identical though, but it wasn't her, you know.
Did she ever accuse you of, like, flirting with her or having sexual relations with her or anything like that? Did she ever blame you, or not blame you, but accuse you of saying, you know, what are you doing in her room, or what are you doing touching her like that, or anything like that?
I mean, you know, most of the time we used to play, you know, we wrestling and stuff like that, you know, all of you playing me, you know, both my daughters.
So, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Investigator Hollins from the Sheriff's Office. I work with Mark in the digital forensics. My specialty is cell phones and mapping of locations for the cell phones. And it's my understanding that you stated that you had gone up to Clarks Hill. Is that correct? And after going to Clarks Hill, you then went to Atlanta.
Right.
Okay. Are you familiar? You watch TV, right?
Yes.
So hold on a second before you get started. And again, you know, I tell my children this all the time, and one of the biggest things with me is I'm just here. I honestly, wholeheartedly in here to try to figure out what happened to her. You know, I don't care about lies. I don't care about saving face. I don't care about, you know, I just wanted to protect her or him or whatever. Before he gets started with geolocating you and your route and all this other stuff, I want to make sure that there isn't a logical reason why you would have been deceptive during any of the interviews. And if there were, then I want to get that out before he has to go through, like I went through with your wife, 2.5 hours of, I had an abortion, or...
Yeah, I mean, y'all got me with that. I mean, I would have never expected that, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I used to have, like, you know what I mean? I was like, nah, she wouldn't do nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? But
right. So I want to make sure before he goes through geolocating you and where your phone was and where you were and where you weren't, are you still 100% certain that you went to Clark Hill? You didn't change your mind to say, you know what, I'm not going to help him, I'm just going to head out to Atlanta?
I wouldn't help them because she told me, she was like, well, they say when you went to Clark Hill, this is that. Then she turned around and said, well, they said you didn't go to Clark Hill. I'm like, what? You know, so
exactly. So what did she say?
I went, and I didn't go. I mean, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? I went, you know, helped dude out, you know, got the hell on.
So when did she tell you that? When you headed back from Atlanta to Augusta, or when did she say that you didn't go and help him?
That was like after I came home, and I called all it, I found out all this stuff was going on. I was like, damn, for real? She was like, well, they don't damn know. They talking about you went, then they talking about you didn't go. So I like, man, look, I know what I did. So, you know what I'm saying? I said, I ain't tripping. I know where I went. You know, I know what I did. So.
Okay. All right. So again, everything that we've discussed thus far has been 100% on the up and up.
100% on the up and up, man. Okay. All I tell you is all I know.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's all I tell you.
Okay. Do you mind if I come over here so you can see this?
Yeah, go ahead.
What this is a mapping system, software program. What the yellow dots on this map indicate are the geolocations based off the GPS in the phone that you were in possession of when you left Augusta to go to Atlanta. This one right here was a geolocate off your GPS at 2:01 in the morning on the 17th.
Yeah.
Okay. The progression, as you see, it progresses, goes west, I'm going to zoom out, goes west, traveling toward Atlanta.
Right.
And this one here, whoops, it's a little touchy. This one here is at 2:47 in the morning.
Okay.
So 2 o'clock to 2:47,
Okay.
you're traveling west. They're geospatial, and I don't mean to use words a lot of people aren't used to my terminology. What these are there's estimated data, there's estimated distance from those pins.
Okay.
And what that means is the pin shows here, but when you click it, the estimated distance from that pin is 5.23 miles.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what I did is I populated all the geolocations, GPS coordinates. Each coordinate has an estimated distance from that pin. The only coordinate geolocation GPS that came in Clarks Hill area was at 2:18 in the morning.
Okay.
But the estimated distance from Clarks Hill is 10.17 miles, which means as you see the red circle, you draw the red circle out 10.17 miles, puts you in line with all the other pins traveling west on I-20. Nowhere near Clarks Hill. Okay?
Oh, now look at
And
that.
it's proven science in your phone, GPS, latitude, longitude. Okay? So you telling them that you went to Clarks Hill, basically what happened is after I plotted all this, I let Investigator Sylvester know, so he had to do a little bit more digging to verify your story.
Yeah.
What happened there, it'd have to be Investigator Sylvester to tell you. What another peculiarity that we came into was you said that the phones were stolen from the truck. I believe the first time you said was when it ran out of gas. Today you said it wasn't then, it was actually a little later after you had gotten to a friend's house. Do you mind telling me where that friend's house was? Was it north of the side of Atlanta, west side of Atlanta, east side of Atlanta, south? Was it in the vicinity where you got picked up?
I mean, it wasn't too far from where I ran the gas at.
Okay, so you hadn't made it all the way to Atlanta?
No, I was in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Do you remember getting a phone call on your way to Atlanta before you got to Atlanta? Do you ever remember getting a phone call or a text from Tanya?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you told her, don't worry about everything, okay?
Yeah, everything good. Yeah.
Was that before you ran out of gas?
Yeah, that was before I ran the gas.
Okay, so it was further in, along the trip?
Yeah.
Do you remember where you were at when that phone call came in?
Roughly.
No, not exactly, I can't say.
Was it before or after you said you went to Clarksville?
It may have been after, maybe. I don't want to say because I'm not sure.
That phone call actually came in at 3:53 in the morning and you were just east of Atlanta. So you made it from Augusta at 2 o'clock to Atlanta in just under 2 hours. You were moving at a pretty good clip. I mean, that's fast for even us. And I say us, law enforcement, because everybody knows we drive a little faster than most people.
Yeah.
What the other peculiar thing I found in here is your phone, the phone that you had, was still actively being used or still actively receiving information for 2 days after, up until the 19th. So was Janelle's phone. And they were in the same location together.
Oh, okay.
And was that same location the same area that
Yes.
he was?
In near, what is it? Not East Point? Is it East Point?
No, the Oakland.
Oakland City and below that, East Point. Excuse me.
So the difficulty that we're having, number one, is obviously the, where it geolocates you is nowhere near. So two things. The geolocation puts you nowhere near Clark Hill. And the geolocation also in the time frame that you left or departed the residence and went to Atlanta. In order for you to go and then go to Clark Hill and then to Atlanta from there, there wouldn't have been enough time to put you from Augusta to Atlanta in that amount of time and go by and help Maurice as well. And so that's what we're having difficulty with, number one.
Okay.
And number two.
It's physically impossible to travel from here, Augusta to Clark Hill, work on a car, travel back to I-20 and get to where you got that couple where you were at when Tanya called you at 3:55. It's physically impossible. That means you had to have been driving, you had to make that trip in less than an hour. You can't make it to Atlanta in less than an hour.
So that too, and I want you to think about that for a second. So that too, as well as the fact that when you say the phones were gone, the phones were still actually in your possession, both of them, in the same area, geolocating in the same area that you were at for how much longer?
His phone for through the 19th, 2 days later.
My
and
phone-
your phone on the 18th.
My phone's at home.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm over in possession.
Tanya phone, okay.
Yeah. So both of the phones were still in your possession 1 to 2 days after the phones allegedly were gone.
Well, it wasn't.
I didn't say they were in possession.
No,
I said
they weren't in my possession.
they were still transmitting and still on.
And they
Oh, it was still on.
And they were still together.
And still in the same area, correct?
Yeah, they weren't in my possession.
There was never such phone call into your phone from Maurice at that time of night. Last time you talked to Maurice on the phone was 7, 8 o'clock that evening.
He called.
At 7 or 8 o'clock.
7 o'clock that evening.
Not 11 o'clock at night or after.
And
Okay, maybe so. Maybe I lied a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But that was,
so that was established in your department. We established that. So now that leaves us for what then happened. Right, so we established that.
I went to Atlanta.
I went to Atlanta.
I just told about that, you know what I'm saying?
Where, when you went to Atlanta, where was Janelle? What happened between Janelle and Tanya?
They was with me. And that between the nail and Tanya.
Okay.
It's not him too.
So we know that saying that you needed the assistance with the GPS to go to Clark Hill. We already know that's false. So tell me how y'all arranged and why you arranged to go to Atlanta at 2 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, like I say, man, I was just trying to get the hell on and make some money, man. That's why I went.
So what?
The reason why I just didn't tell her, because I know she wasn't gonna want me to go. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I didn't tell her. You know what I'm saying?
So that's why
Exactly where I was going. You know what I'm saying?
So that's why you didn't wake her up and tell her.
Oh, she was woke, man.
Huh?
She was woke.
She was up. So y'all just walked out.
How do you think I got a phone?
She didn't know why you were leaving.
Who? Tanya?
Yeah.
Man, come on, stop it. She knew we was going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I told her I was going to help Maurice, which it wasn't a lie. You know what I'm saying? But I did that so that she wouldn't be like, oh no, don't leave me. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I need to go make some money. You know what I'm saying? I already had been thinking about going anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? I know Janelle had been saying she wanted to go with me. And that was a birthday. And I was like, you can go with me. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that was about it, man. You know, that was it.
Okay. And so what happened when you got to Atlanta?
What you mean? What happened? What I told you what happened?
What happened?
What I told you. Well, I told you, we just talked about this, man. I told you what happened.
So what area of Atlanta were you in when you said the phones were stolen out of the truck?
What area was it where I in? I was over like in the metropolitan area. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's hard for me to say exactly what area I was in. I was in the metropolitan area. In the metropolitan area.
Give me some streets in that area, because you know, from everybody I've talked to, you know Atlanta really well.
Yeah, I mean, I've been there all my life.
You know, every nook and cranny of Atlanta.
I mean, the metropolitan area, man, I mean, shit, that's like, well, now she only place used to be at, Smoky Hollow, all over there through that area, you know what I'm saying? All that's metropolitan, you know? Yeah, all that's metropolitan area, so.
Sorry, I missed that. Make a phone call.
Okay.
So, what did I miss?
I don't know much, you know, I just told the truth, but I didn't go to Clark Hill, you know what I'm saying, because I knew that, you know what I mean, Tanya wanted me to go to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, so I really just told her that, you know what I'm saying, so she wouldn't be tripping about me going to Atlanta, so.
So was your intention, okay, all right, so we'll cover that, we'll cover the reason why in a second, but was your intention to go to Atlanta to begin with and just not tell her yet?
I mean, my intention was to go to Atlanta, but I was going to tell her, you know what I mean, once I got there, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, I knew I couldn't tell her because I wasn't able to leave, you know what I'm saying? I didn't try to leave once before, she wouldn't let me leave, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I told her what I told her, you know, to be able to get, you know what I mean, get out.
So why take her daughter though?
Because she wanted to go. It was her birthday. She was like, Dad, can I go to Atlanta with you? Because I already talked to her about it. And she was like, yeah, Dad, can I go to Atlanta with you for her birthday? So I was like, yeah, you can go. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I told my daughter I was going to give her some money and stuff like that. And I did. You know what I'm saying? But, man, it was a lot for me, man. You know?
So Maurice was a lie?
Yeah, basically, yeah, that was a lie, man. You know, I didn't think that shit was going to happen like this. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, here's
I didn't think that, you know what I mean, that I was saying I was going to help my roots going to wind up being and all this shit.
So, like you mentioned to you, how long it took dealing with lies with Tanya.
Yeah.
Here we are again, over an hour, still dealing with lies.
What you mean you dealing with lies, man? I just told you the damn truth. What you
been
want me to say, man? I just told the man that it was a fucking lie. I mean, see, man. So there you go with that shit, man. But you say, oh, why you don't trust the police? There you go with that shit, though.
okay.
Come on, man.
So let's stay productive. But all three of us are in here,
man. But he'll be cool with me all of a sudden. He'll come in with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
But you want me to be straight up with you, though.
Well, I do, and
I mean, really? So you want me? So you want me?
So maybe you're not like being straight because you weren't being straight to start with. Completely.
so she wanted to go home, wanted to go to Atlanta with you.
Yeah, it was a birthday. She wanted to go.
Okay, and she had actually, and correct me if I'm wrong, it was her birthday actually that day.
Yeah, the next day. That's why I went, because she said, I'm going to go down and go shopping with you.
Okay,
You know, I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
okay. So when was she up?
Yeah,
Or did you get her up?
She was up, man.
She was already up.
up.
Okay, all right.
She was up, man.
Was the 7-year-old up?
No, she was asleep.
Okay.
I was asleep.
And your wife was?
My wife was up.
She was up?
Yeah, she was up. Looking at TV.
Was that in her room or in the living room?
She was in her room.
Okay,
She was up, though.
okay. But did you tell her you were going to Clark Hill at that time, or did you wait for her to call you?
I told her I was going. I said, I'm going out. I'm going to go up to my physical car. I'll be back. I said, Janelle with me. And we'll be back, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, okay. Yeah.
Why in the world did she, and this might have been a lie from her too, why in the world did she say she was laying in bed, and these are almost the exact words, I'm laying in bed, I heard the truck crank up. No, I'm sorry, I take that back. It's not a deceptive lie. So I'm laying in bed, I hear the door open and close, then I hear the truck crank up, and then my 7-year-old comes in and tells me they just left. And then she gets up because she doesn't know what's going on, and she tries to find her phone and realizes that you left your phone and took her phone, and then she calls you. So why is she telling us?
She gave me her phone.
She
I went in
did?
the room, I said, "Baby, let me see your phone, because I got to go see about the damn boy car," you know what I'm saying? Got her phone got a better GPS, because I got lost on the way to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know the highway and shit that good like that, so I was like, well, my phone got a better GPS, you know what I'm saying? I had to take her phone because I get lost or something. That was about it. She gave me her damn phone, so she knew I had a phone, so I mean, why?
But she was under the impression to start, and this might have just been to try to protect you, but she was under the impression to start off with the whole reasoning for giving you her phone was so you wouldn't get lost to Clark's Hill.
Yeah.
Because she thought you was going to Clark's Hill.
Clark Hill, right.
Okay. All right. Did she pack a bag?
Yeah, she had some clothes already in the truck. I mean, I know I keep clothes out behind the seat, you know what I'm saying? She had some clothes already, you know, in the truck or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So she didn't take it back with her?
No, she already had some clothes in the truck. You know, I keep all kind of clothes in the truck. My wife keep clothes in her, I keep clothes in her. You know, just in case we on the road somewhere, you know, you gotta change clothes, or you have an accident or whatever, you know.
Okay. So it's a normal thing to just keep your clothes in the
Yeah, I
house?
keep a bag with clothes. I mean, y'all might have seen it. You know, I keep a bag, man, in the truck, a bag behind the seat, clothes, tubes. You know, I work on cars and shit on the side, you know, make me a little extra money, you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna be pausing the video at 43:01, and we're gonna pick it back up at 44:42. That portion will be played with another witness.
National starting at 44, 43.
Validate that she was with you in Atlanta.
Shit, my wife.
No. I actually saw you guys together while you were in Atlanta. In Atlanta.
I mean, like I said, like I told them, man, I don't know nobody in particular. I know some people seen us together, you know what I'm saying? Because there's people around all the time. But just for me to say anybody in particular,
So you guys didn't eat dinner with anybody or go out to eat with
no, we already
anybody?
had food at the spot. Like I told Sylvester, we already had food and stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? You know.
You already have food, and I didn't talk to you about this. You already have food in the.
Yeah, the refrigerator and the deep freezer, got food all in there. I mean,
So whose place was it?
shit, the place belongs to my brother and his wife. You know what I'm saying? I stayed there for a while. He didn't even know I was in there, actually. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I stayed there for a little while. You know what I'm saying?
So the brother and your wife. So your brother and his wife didn't know you guys were there.
No, they didn't know we were staying there. No, I stayed there for a little while. Then, when all the stuff happened, you know what I'm saying, when my wife getting evicted, then I told him, I said, you know, I went to him, I was like, I need to rent that place over there. He was like, yeah.
You went to your brother and said,
He was like, you can rent it, you know what I'm saying?
how'd you get in if he didn't know you were there? Did you have a key here or?
One of the doors is open on one side. He just put like his thing up against it, so to stay closed. But he said he got another key, and he had to find it. You know what I'm saying? But this is one of my brothers, you know, we got the same dad, we got different moments, you know what I'm saying?
All right. So nobody in Atlanta can confirm that she was ever in Atlanta at all.
And she was over here, I mean, not that I know of. Like I said, some people seen us together, you know, in the neighborhood or whatever.
In the neighborhood?
Yeah.
What about the neighbors who were right next door?
I don't know, maybe they seen it, maybe they didn't. I mean, people, you know what I mean, be sitting on their porch and stuff. I mean,
Where were you at when the phones were taken out of the truck?
somewhere in the metropolitan area. I can't remember exactly where. It was on one of them damn streets over there, man. I can't remember exactly where,
Was it
man.
before or after you'd already gotten the
That was like, I want to say it was after I got, well, no, I ain't gonna say it was after I got all, it was before I got all of them. It had to be before.
And you stopped and talked to friends? You said you.
Yeah, I seen a few friends around there.
You said you had stopped while you were visiting a friend.
Yeah.
That's when the phone went missing.
Yeah.
So you didn't go straight to Arlington when you went to Atlanta?
I was, you know, I think friends, you know, they hang out in trap and shit, they sell dope, that's what they do, you know what I'm saying? I don't wanna holler at them, you know what I'm saying? Shit for a second too, and shit, I left. That was phone got
So she was
stolen.
with you when that happened?
Yeah, my damn junk, yeah, maybe a damn junk or something stole the phone, man, I don't know, shit.
So if somebody did see you with her, it's just you prefer not to tell them?
Yeah, I can't tell you about them, because they, you know what I'm saying, they drug dealers and all types of shit, man, they don't, you know what I mean? They don't.
So you would not tell us who that is, even though it would possibly keep you from getting in trouble?
Shit, I'm already in trouble.
Here's
I'm already in trouble, y'all. I see what y'all doing, you know what I'm saying, but I'm telling you, man, the shit.
You're not paying attention.
I'm paying very close attention.
You're facing a kidnapping charge by Georgia law.
I'm facing it, hell, they already got it on me. Shit.
You haven't been in court yet, so
I'm already
you're still
guilty.
facing it.
Y'all already done trying to get, from what you just told me, I'm already guilty, bro.
So you took her somewhere under false pretense. You
I'm
did.
tell you, so that makes me already
Okay.
guilty, right?
But
Okay.
here's the deal. Your wife is saying that she had permit, that you didn't kidnap her. The only problem we have is we have no proof that she ever made it to Atlanta, except for your statement. If we had somebody that can verify.
And what I'm saying, it might be somebody, I'm telling you, somebody who probably seen us together.
Okay, I went to the house, I did.
And we're pausing it at 48. And Investigator Dobbins, who is currently on the screen with Mr. Tripp there?
His name escapes me. Sorry.
Is that-
I don't work with him very often.
Is that an investigator at Richmond County Sheriff's Office?
It
or
is.
Was an investigator at Richmond County Sheriff's Office?
Correct.
In 2017?
Yes.
Does the name William Lance Smith ring a bell?
Lance, yes.
Okay,
Lance.
it goes by Lance?
That is correct.
All right. Just a couple of things about that interview from June 2nd. How much time was spent researching the Clark's Hill, I guess, story?
Hours.
And so the first, I think we played about 40 minutes or so where he was denying going to Clark's Hill. So the actual interview was longer than that?
Yes.
All right, and Mr. Hans, who works with you in digital forensics, was he also going through records trying to verify the Clarksville story?
He was. He was the technical side of what was happening.
And that took some time for him to be doing that?
Very good at that.
And you asked him why was Janelle with him going to Atlanta, and what was his response?
His response was basically that previous incidences where he had wanted to leave the house, she would not allow him to leave. So for this particular case, the reason why he did not advise her that he was going to Atlanta was because he was afraid that she would not allow him to leave.
And did Janelle pack a bag to go to Atlanta?
She did not. He advised that they leave the clothes in the truck regularly.
Thank you, Investigator Dobbins. At this time, we have no further questions.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, do you need a break? Sure.
Will be coming up after that, so we're trying to make sure that there's gonna be no objections close from the rest.
No, Your Honor, no objection.
Well, listen, everyone, not everyone, most everyone in that neighborhood, especially on those 2 blocks, Arlington and it was Selwyn Drive, I think is the side road right there.
Yeah.
When talking to those people, I got lucky in one house, and one house actually had a video camera that monitored it, and they backed up every so often. No one in that neighborhood ever saw her. She's a 16-year-old girl. I mean, someone would have paid attention to her. There are kids that play basketball on that street. You know how it is. People are always out there, man.
I mean,
Yeah, someone saw it.
somebody just said they seen it,
But
somebody
the
just said they never seen it.
thing is, like I said, I got lucky with this one house. You recognize this?
Yeah, right there.
That's, yeah. This is the, you know how there are duplexes across the street?
Right.
So like, this is Arlington Drive right here on the other
Right.
side of the street. You got a bunch of duplexes.
Right.
Well, one of the duplexes has cameras facing out towards the street.
Oh, okay.
They actually had one that covered this road for some reason. They said that a lot of traffic comes down this road that's no
Oh, okay.
good up to no good.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know the neighborhood that well, but I can believe that. Because I know you said she left on the 18th, the 19th, which is Wednesday.
Yeah.
And that was an important day to me, man. I had to go in there and look, because you'd see her walking out here. Because you know when you told her, you probably told her, walk up here to Arlington and go down to Arlington over there to Lee Street, and then tell her Lee Street to the bus stop, right?
Yeah.
That's the way she would go, right?
I don't know,
At no point, is that the way you told her?
I just told her to go. I didn't say which way to go.
I'm sorry, I must be mistaken. I could have sworn you gave her directions. At no point during that time frame, though, did I ever see your truck over here. Nor did I see her or you anywhere.
I didn't park my truck there.
Okay, where'd you park your truck then?
Man, look, I done told y'all, man.
No, look, I'm trying to help you out.
Whatever y'all gonna do. I'm already fucked up. He just told me that. I'm already fucked up. The dude just told me, bro. He said, oh, but if I take the cameras and they already got this on here, man.
Does that make sense that you didn't park your truck right there?
Why would I park my truck though?
Because that's the closest spot.
It ain't shit. If ain't want nobody to know I was there, why would I park my truck there?
So you didn't want anyone to know you were there
I
at
didn't
any
want
point in
nobody.
time?
I didn't want nobody. I didn't want nobody to know I was in the fucking house and everybody was supposed to be in there.
How did you get to the yard then?
How did you get to the yard?
How did you get
It's
to
a
the
fence
house?
here. It's a fence there. You can go either way.
There's a high fence there, and you told me that she jumped.
And you can open it.
And you jumped. No, you can't open the fence on the other side of this yard.
Why not?
I checked that. All right, you know there's the house over here is abandoned, right?
Yeah.
I went all through that house too.
I think
I did it. I covered all my bases. There was no way to get through there, man. That fence did not open. It didn't open. Now this fence did open right over here. I walked down a little path to the little hut right there. Do you know who Miss Phyllis Richardson is?
Miss Phyllis,
Phyllis Richardson?
I know that.
You don't know who that is?
Oh,
That's the lady who owns this property.
that's my brother's wife.
Oh, that's your brother's wife, but you don't know her.
I didn't even know her name.
That ain't her. That ain't your brother's wife. She ain't married to Tripp.
What?
No, what?
I told her they married.
She ain't married. No.
They were on me.
She ain't. I tell you right now, she ain't sleeping with a man either named Tripp. Last name of Tripp. She got a husband.
She ain't sleeping with him.
No, that ain't your brother's property.
What? I didn't know that. I swear to God, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. For real.
So where you parking your truck then when you were there?
Man,
It's real easy, man.
I parked the truck around the corner.
Oh, around what
Well, I'm
corner?
already fucked up, so
Around
you know,
the corner.
we keep talking, bro. I mean, I'm already fucked. Dude, trouble, whatever y'all gonna trouble with, bro, I'm already fucked. They already told me, got in the truck, they got on me, take the gambling, so that's how it goes, man. What? What?
Where were you telling me?
I'm not telling you I parked my truck. I mean, it's, y'all already got me fucked. I'm dead already, so it is what it is, man. Shit. Y'all got it. It is what it is. I'm dead. Oh, man. Yep. Here's what it is. Whatever, man. Oh, yeah, man. Shit. I'm tired, man. Damn, what is shit?
All right, we gonna get you out of here before we do.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Okay. All right. So you park your truck around the corner, that's fine.
I can't,
When you show up though with the U-Haul,
Man,
when you show up with the U-Haul,
Well,
you park the U-Haul right there.
man, I can't tell y'all. I can't put all these
You can't.
people. I can't put all these people.
Okay, where is she buried at? Because you killed her.
What the fuck you
Did you
mean?
kill her or did she kill her?
Man, fuck you.
Tell me. No, fuck you nothing, man. Fuck that. Fuck that. That is a one girl. She is fucking dead. Fucking that was out.
No, shit, I get out of my ass, man.
I'll tell you
I'm
what.
trying to
I ain't worried about
Well,
you.
Mike, I'm trying to
I ain't worried about shit. Where the fuck is she, man?
Where the fuck is you?
Where is she?
Where the fuck is you?
Where the fuck
Where the fuck
is
is
she?
you? Get out my face,
Why is
man.
she?
Get the fuck out my face, man. Who killed who?
listen to me, man.
Take the handcuffs off. You wanna fight? Take the handcuffs off. I wanna fight. I wanna fight. I don't give a fuck shit. I don't give a fuck what I do. Look at me standing talking to you, man. The fuck is wrong with y'all? What you talking about that? Oh, you don't trust the police. Y'all motherfuckers lie to me, man.
Policy at 55, 25, that's hard to have. I think it's back on the and I'm presenting at the same time, at 55.
Tell me what I lied. You fucking lied to me, man.
I didn't lie to you. I
I
never lied.
don't want to talk to you, man. You lied to me. I don't trust you no more, bro. You lied to me,
To
bro.
us all fucking day long.
Yeah, man.
On more than one occasion.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
She's dead, dude.
You don't want to fight?
Where is she?
You don't want to fight? Take the handcuff off and we fight. If you want to fight me, you don't like me because I'm black or some shit.
No, man, I ain't gonna.
All y'all white people in here, I'm a black person in here. All y'all white. Where you come from?
How you doing? I ain't wanted to do
Why
nothing.
I see white people running around, I'm like, damn, for real?
And a gentleman looks like in a pink shirt just walked in, we paused it at 5610, who is that gentleman who's walking into the interview now?
Lucas Grant.
Okay, thank you.
He is, yeah, he's no longer with the agency.
I'm presenting again at 55.
Well, you see, he asked, he said, y'all still
He
ain't
mad
got
at me.
turn that down. He
Man, because she ain't man.
Look,
She ain't coming in like that.
he's trying to find this little girl.
I'm trying to find my daughter too. Y'all trying to find, y'all don't even fucking know. This is my baby, this is my daughter. Y'all, this is how about y'all trying to find, I've been trying to find her too. So I've been telling them, they ask me the same stupid ass
How have
shit.
you been trying to find her?
I've been trying to find
How
out
though?
here.
How though?
I've been everywhere looking at my daughter. You just don't even fucking know.
But then why don't you tell me? We're telling you.
Man, they been looking, man. Do whatever y'all gonna do, bro.
What's your
Y'all lock my wife up. Let my wife go, man. My wife ain't did shit.
Hey, listen, what's your name?
I ain't Leon, man.
Leon, I'm Investigator.
Man, look here, man.
Look, I want you to calm down, man. Right? You're a little hype right now. Calm. I want you to.
He did? All that bullshit, you want a bottle of water?
Look.
Yeah, give me a bottle of water, man.
Calm yourself down.
Bring some shit up, man. Shit.
Look, let's laugh a little bit.
Yeah, man, I ain't trying to be on like that, man. I just told them, man.
Let's laugh.
I can't be telling you about all these people houses and shit, man. These people be looking at me crazy. You know what I'm saying, man? Come on, bro.
But listen to me.
I feel what he's saying, but I'm like, bro, I don't know what she had.
But
I don't know what she had.
I understand, but what you're missing is when he came in just a few minutes ago, he showed you a picture of a house, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And he asked you who house that was, and you said he asked you the lady named Flora.
I thought my brother married to the lady, man. I didn't know they weren't married. I didn't know that shit.
So you ain't know who?
My brother was your brother.
My brother stayed over there. My brother stayed over there with us. So my brother like, yeah, now we got a house with us that third. So he with the lady. I'm thinking they married.
Do you know what this looks like?
What?
Because you know what you're charged with already, right?
What?
I'm asking you.
Okay, that.
Okay, yeah. You was the last person seen.
I know that, man, but what the fuck am I supposed to do if I don't know what she had, bro? That's what I'm saying.
Did you tell them where the last place you saw her?
Man, well, I told them we was in Atlanta, man. I told them.
Okay, but
Who house I was over, I can't be telling them all that. You know what I'm saying? No people don't want nothing to do with this shit. They already said, look, we don't want nothing to do with that shit. Don't send no people to our house and all that.
but that don't help you out.
Shit, I'm already fucked.
No,
I got a kidnapping charge. That man just told me his technicality. You kidnapped her because you did this. He just broke it down to me. I said, yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for telling me. Oh, well, you can get it up off of it, man. Come on, bro. You just told me goddamn shit. This, man, look, man. Don't come at me like that, man. I'm not stupid, bro. I just told him I'm not stupid, bro. So don't come at me like I'm stupid. You know what I'm saying? I just told him. Ain't trying to say I killed my daughter, man. Come on. Man, what type of shit is that?
listen, nobody wants to believe this little girl dead.
She hot as a motherfucker.
But the
That's
most,
what I want.
That's all I got.
The
Yeah,
most-
we've already been through our other local.
the
We only allowed
most
small
important
thing.
thing is us finding this child. So, I know you said you don't wanna involve these people, but
They can't, I mean, bro, look, the motherfuckers,
you gotta involve them, boss.
I can't, man, I can't get these people in that shit, man.
Like they're not about to get in
People
trouble,
don't
but
want to be in it, they don't want nothing to do with it, period. That's what I'm telling you, these people don't want nothing to do with that shit, period, man. They're like, man, I'm not sending people to my house. I'm gonna say I don't know nothing. He said, we don't want nothing to do with that shit, period. I said, Tripp, we don't want nothing to do with that shit, man.
these gonna be like gang members or something.
They well known in the system, I put it to you that way. They found that man up and down the road and all that shit like that. They not with that. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell you anything, look, man. What am I gonna do with it? They told them. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you why I was living there when I was staying up.
So, this house that Investigator Smith was telling you about, you said that she jumped the fence, but he explained to you that, or opened the fence, he explained to you that the fence couldn't open or she couldn't jump or something along those lines, right?
We weren't there, man. I just told them, man, I ain't know what else the fuck to tell them. You feel what I'm saying? They can call them loud, whatever they want to tell them. A lot of these people I deal with, man, I can't be putting these people in this shit like this, cause they ain't, you know what I mean? It ain't on them. They were like, man, look,
So
we don't want to be in that shit.
So how many of these people is strong? That's what I want to know. Is how many?
Probably a couple, man. You know what I'm saying? Probably a couple of them. What the hell is that? I'm telling my bill.
You recognize it?
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm telling my bill, man.
Yeah. Do you know who lives there?
Tell my sister name live there.
Your sister Nadine lives there?
Yep.
This apartment complex?
Yeah. All that complex.
What apartment she live in, you know?
She don't live in that. She telling on this side, man. I already gave these folks the information about this stuff, man. I already goddamn.
I understand when you write her name up here for me, please. Oh, you got an opinion?
No, I ain't got no opinion.
I was like, goddamn.
No, I ain't got no opinion. Once again, y'all can claim my brother. What do you say? No,
Who that?
my brother.
I couldn't tell you who all has been talked to in this, man. I'm new in this right now.
You knew.
Not.
He's been working other cases. He hasn't been working this one.
Right, I'm asking him what to leave if you don't mind.
I won't talk to my sister for. What she do?
She didn't do anything. You just identified who lives there.
I'm just saying, man. I ain't trying to get out my family and call up in this shit. They didn't raise my family up, man. My mama old, she a nervous wreck. They started coming to our house and shit. Ain't nobody over there.
404?
Yeah.
I'll write it up there, you do.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't know, man.
Okay. So when you was in Atlanta, did you go over here?
A few people's house I went up, a few people's house I did, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, one of my sister's house.
Okay.
You know, I hate, you
Did
know
your
what I'm saying?
sister see the young girl with you?
She went with me, that's what I'm telling you. She went with me when I went over there. I ain't gonna lie and say she was, but she wasn't.
Okay.
It was a couple of days, man. And she left, she went, she probably been going back, man. So I tell you,
What day was the girl supposed to come back?
probably on Wednesday or either Thursday. I told them I can't remember what day it was. It'd be on Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay. You know what time she was supposed to come back and how she was supposed to come back?
She's supposed to ride the train and go shopping, and then she's supposed to get on the bus and go back to Augusta. That's what she's supposed to be doing. What happened in between that shit right there, like I just told him, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
How long you been in this girl life?
Maybe about 8 years on and off.
8 years.
Yeah.
As a parent, you got
8
kids
years on
over
and off. I got 2 more girls.
How old are they?
And I mean, y'all is 8,
Mm-hmm.
and now he's like 6.
Okay, I want you to reference Naya and what was the other baby name?
Tanya.
I want you to put.
Naya, and tonight. Y'all.
Okay, Okay, Naya and Yana.
Yeah.
Okay? If they were 16, listen to me. Would you allow them to leave your site to go get on a train, to go shopping, and later get on a bus by themselves to go back with you not knowing what's going on with them?
Yeah, I did it when I was 16.
It's a little different.
I did it when I was 16. I rode fucking mall all around the city. I used to cut the class, skip school, all that shit. Hang out in the park.
I want you to understand this though. You and me are boys.
I understand what you're saying, but she knew she wanted to go. She knew. She said, "Damn, I want to ride the train. My birthday. Can I go ride the train? Can I go shopping?" You know, it's a birthday. Yeah, baby, you can do whatever you want to do. You can go ride the train, go shopping. You can go, it's your birthday.
Did she go to, you know?
One of them on the station, it had to be either West End or one of them Open City. One or the other.
Here's the question. If you didn't stay at the house over there off Arlington, where did she leave from?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's people who got there and where I was standing, they said they don't want to do with this shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right. So now that you keep saying it, and I understand what you're saying.
If I tell on them, I put my whole family, people kill my family, man. These people ain't no, they get for real, they ain't no
But
bullshit.
you're not telling them, they're not in trouble.
Shit, y'all gonna go over them. And I'm not gonna get my mom them killed, bro. No. I'm not gonna get my mom them killed. I'd rather for y'all to goddamn do whatever y'all gonna do to me, man. Leave my family out of this shit. Leave my wife alone, leave my mom alone, bro. Do whatever y'all gonna do to me, come dead anyway. That's how I look at it. I'm already in this bitch. They gotta throw a fucked up ass charge on me. I ain't gonna get out. So I'm already in this motherfucker anyway. So why the fuck should I keep on going through this with y'all, man?
But don't you know?
Don't you think I miss my daughter?
I'm not
Y'all think I don't miss my daughter?
I'm not saying
Y'all
you're not saying you don't.
And you said I killed her, bro. Come on, bro.
I'm not saying
That shit fucked me up. I don't even want to discuss this shit no more, bro, because of that. This man just told me I killed my daughter. Where is she? Come on, bro. You think that shit don't hurt me here, bro?
I understand what you're saying,
Do whatever y'all gonna do to me, bro.
but
I probably kill myself down the road. Cut this shit over with for me. You feel what I'm saying? With some bullshit. That I ain't did nothing, bro. I ain't did shit. But I'm not finna get my mama no kick behind that bullshit. I ain't finna do it.
But don't you know you can like help yourself out with providing the information that?
I help myself out. These folks ain't gonna help me, man.
So that
System ain't finna help me, bro.
this part,
They already in stereotype. It ain't got nothing to do with you. But they already in stereotyping. I already know in stereotyping.
I told you in Atlanta, I was looking for one person that would tell me that she made it to Atlanta and made it was alive.
Yeah, but y'all can't
That
help
would
me,
help
man.
you.
You can't prove me that. You can't prove me what you're saying is true.
Why do you think I searched everyone in that neighborhood? Why do you think I found that security camera?
I'll tell you what she was at.
you told them what?
I can't tell you what these people have to say when you staying at.
Okay.
That's how serious that shit is.
So Wednesday, you saying is the last day somebody like saw her along with you?
Yeah, bro. I told her she left. She left. They said, bro, she left the house about 11 o'clock, bro.
And you can't tell us where that house is, where she left.
I can't tell you, bro.
What are the martyr stations close to
I
there?
didn't get my mom killed.
Where are the martyr stations close
I
to
didn't get
there?
my phone killed.
But what martyr stations are close to there? They have cameras there.
Huh?
What martyr stations are close to there? They have cameras there.
Man, I just told you.
What was it? West End and what was the other one?
I just told you.
Oakland City and West End are the martyr stations close to there. Which one's closer?
Probably the West End.
All right.
I mean, shit, I can't get my people full up, man.
So from 11 o'clock to what time you think she got on the train?
Is that too tight?
She kind of got that room against the shit, man. All that shit.
From 11 o'clock to
I
about,
find her big ass.
Spin around and keep your leg back, all right?
Yes, man.
I
I ain't never lie, I mean, shit fucked up, bro.
I gotta have 2 clicks, all right? Try not to move too much to make it jump. I'm gonna try and lock it so it doesn't get tight on you, okay? Is that better?
Yeah, that's what I appreciate.
Not a problem, Chief.
No, you cheap. I'm just an Indian. You cheap.
Chief's outside.
If I was cheap, I'd be one of the shots on for. That's the chief.
so look, 11 to what time was she supposed to get on the train, you know?
I didn't know exactly. They just told me she left at 11. They said, Brady dog left at 11, man. She said she was going to go shopping. And she had to catch the train.
And these are the people Janelle with.
She not with them. That's where we were staying at.
That's where you were staying at.
If she is with him, I don't fucking know. If she is with him, I have no idea. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is that's where she left from?
Exactly.
It was from the house that they were at.
Yeah, I believe it.
Now, these people, these drug dealers, what is it? All of them,
Somewhat.
somewhat.
And the whole family, it's a whole family, motherfucker, they
Your Honor, I'm sorry to interrupt. I believe the juror was raising her.
Yes. Oh, okay. That's all right. All right, for the jury.
If I'm wrong, then, I mean, it's a shame on me.
That she get in touch with you, let you know that she was being put out.
I just get a message to me, because I called him.
You called from the new number?
No, I called from another phone, from somebody else's phone.
Man, you need to think about it, because it's something that needs to be explored.
It ain't be exposed, but like I was telling them, I mean, I don't mean no harm, but shit, I'm fucked up right now, man.
Because,
I'm stuck in here. I mean, what the fuck can I do?
well, if she is alive and she's hanging around those folks, she's in danger.
Yeah, I mean, she is in danger. If she's over there like that, and they told me she wasn't there, she really is in danger. But you know, from my understanding, they like, man, she left. You know what I'm saying? About 11 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. You know, like I say, man, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what she is. You know, like I said, she is around them people. And they told me a damn lie, but they told me she left at about around 11 o'clock, man. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't never lied to me about nothing else before, so I don't know why, you know, why it'd be a good time to start lying to me. I ain't never wrong on people. People ain't never wrong me, you feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want no money. They don't owe me no money, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I ain't even trying to play around with this shit no more. Look at it, man, I'm guilty. Got to let me sign this shit. That shit on that road, man. Come.
All right, Leon, this is Investigator Dallas.
How are you, sir?
And in speaking with the other investigators, aside from Investigator Smith, Leon Tripp was even otherwise involved with the other investigators.
Except for one episode with Investigator Sylvester. That was a little bit heated, but yes, correct.
Sure, nothing compared to what happened with investigators.
No. Yeah, Investigator Smith pressed for additional information.
And as Mr. Tripp is reacting, I believe we see you step in to the interview.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't want to make assumptions, so I'm asking, was that based on the fact that you heard the noise in the room?
It was for safeguarding, yes.
Okay. And when you step in and ask if everything's okay, Investigator Smith tells you to step out.
That is correct.
Okay. So, is telling another investigator who's coming in to potentially de-escalate a situation, telling that investigator to leave a common practice with the Richmond County Sheriff's Office?
It's not necessarily a common practice, but a form of theatrics sometimes during an interview process. Every investigator has their own, I don't want to say specialty, but just as some of us use tools for one reason or another, and some of us don't have that tool set. Some investigators have different tool sets. His at that particular time, we had pretty much lulled the interview process through both the defendants, and it was at that time that it had been quite some time before we could say that we were trying to recover Janelle alive. So it was at that time that we were pressed to try to figure out where she was. Not necessarily what happened at that point, but where she was, so we could bring closure to the family as well as to the case. So it is not a standard practice. My safeguarding was, and I was out the door directly out the door after that, was basically to determine whether I felt my presence was a necessity or not, whether either Mr. Tripp or Investigator Smith's physical being would be harmed at that point, and I stayed outside the door. But to answer your question in short, no, it is not the standard.
Okay, and then just to kind of parse down on that, so you stepped out because you had determined it was not necessary for you.
That is correct.
And part of that decision, I guess, is you determined that you were not worried about either Mr. Tripp or Investigator Smith being physically.
That is correct. Once I went in and addressed the situation just visually and saw the demeanor of Mr. Tripp, and then our Investigator Smith calmed down and asked me to step out calmly. It appeared to me that it was his standard operating procedure for trying to figure out where Janelle was.
And so you had kind of said each of them was about 4 hours long?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so even in the redacted interview we saw, through the course of that interview, of course, you were there,
Yes, ma'am.
as well as Investigator Smith.
Swear affirm the testimony you give this now is the truth, sir?
Yeah.
Yes. Thanks very much. Have a seat. Pull up that mic and tell us your name, sir.
Carl W. Wright Jr.
All right, can you spell that for us?
C-A-R-L W period W-R-I-G-H-T comma Jr.
All right, thank you very much.
J-R.
All right, thank you very much. Ms. Dixon?
Good morning, Mr. Wright.
Morning.
Can you tell us where you work
Currently with the FBI,
and how long have you been with the FBI, as your initials for?
Federal Bureau of Investigations.
And how long have you been with FBI?
21 years.
And I'm gonna step back to make sure that everybody can hear you. You stated you've been with them for 21 years?
Yes.
All right, now I'd like to direct your attention to the spring of 2017. Were you working for the FBI then?
Yes.
And I know that there's different field offices. Can you tell us what field office are you in now?
I'm in the Washington field office.
Okay, and that's DC?
Yes.
Okay. And where were you in 2017?
I was in the Atlanta field office in the Augusta resident agency.
What does that mean, resident?
It's like a satellite office of the Atlanta office.
And what was your role with the FBI in the spring of 2017?
So I worked the Violent Crimes Against Children and Human Sex Trafficking Task Force.
And what kind of work did you do with that task force?
We investigated human and sex trafficking crimes, crimes against children, as well as child porn. I also did work with Army CID as well.
And were you on that task force with Investigator Dobbins, just like you were?
Yes.
Now, again, going to the spring of 2017, April or May, how did you become involved in the disappearance of Tanya and Janelle Carswell?
So initially, I was contacted by the principal from the high school. Our daughters played.
What high school was that, remember?
I don't recall. I'm thinking it was Josie High School, but I'm not positive. And he said he had a student.
Here's that stay.
You don't tell us necessarily what he said, but did you decide to try and do some investigation on the case based on what he said?
Yes.
And what did you do?
I called the mother of the juvenile, and I asked her, did she know where her daughter was, because I was told by the principal that she wasn't there.
But I'm going to have you go back a little bit. You stated that you decided to call the mother of the girl who was missing, and that would be Tanya Tripp, would be the mother?
Yes.
Okay. And you called Miss Tripp?
Yes.
And how did you get the phone number?
From the school.
And you made this call to Miss Tripp. Can you tell us about that phone?
So I inquired did she know where her child was? And she advised me that it was a misunderstanding. She knew where she was. She didn't know why everybody was calling her, asking where she was, and stopped calling her.
Okay. Did you tell her who you were?
I did.
Did you tell her what agency that you worked with?
Yes.
And how did the phone call end?
She hung up the phone abruptly on me.
At a later date, were you asked to participate in an interview of her with Investigator Mark Dobbins?
Yes.
And I believe we've already seen some of that. That has previously been marked as State's Exhibit, I think it's 11? State's Exhibit 10. That is State's Exhibit 10. Have you reviewed the interview that you and Investigator Dobbins did with Tanya Tripp?
Yes.
Miranda, at this time, we're going to play some of the portions we did not previously play.
Yes, ma'am.
I apologize, Your Honor, if I can have 1 second.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have time stamp, second ago. It's 2018.
So, I'll be starting to be there at 20 minutes.
Well, this is a special agent that you were talking with on the phone, and I wanted to kind of introduce him to you because he's the one that is communicating and assisting us with this case from a federal standpoint. Because obviously, you know, once things start crossing state lines, we like to use assistants that don't have boundaries, and that's the federal side of it. And what I'd like to do is to try to figure out what was said during that conversation. Do you have some insight that you can share?
Yeah. So, once again, especially like when we had talked before. So one of the reasons I called because I went out to the school and talked with the principal, and he was saying that your door was missing. And I said, well, can you provide me with a home number where I can call? And that's why I called you. Because we got a reporter, she was missing. She wasn't at school, no one knew where she was. And that's why I called, and you said, well, no, she's not missing. But the question I have, she's not at school, she's not at home, where is she?
He said she's not missing. She was missing.
No, but I asked you, and you said that she was not missing when I asked you.
You asked me was she missing from a friend's house.
No, I asked you, was she missing? That's the only reason I called you, because she's a missing child.
I heard when the person on the phone said, was she missing from a friend's house?
So
No.
it's been almost 30 days. So let's look at the worst case scenario. If something has happened to your daughter, what do you think she would, what would you tell her? Because right now we're looking at the 27th. We not ever see it.
I'm hoping, praying I do though. I have faith I do.
You said you have siblings as well?
Who?
Your daughter? And how old are they?
7. It's just one.
Just one? How is she feeling now?
She's sad. She has her moments. But yeah, she's sad. She misses her.
So, I mean, right now, trying to, my goal trying to find out what's happening with her. So when I called, you said she wasn't missing, but now everything that we're seeing, hearing, the work we're doing, your daughter's been missing, and the last person that was with her that you know of, that we know of, is your husband.
Right.
So let's think worst case scenario. What if your husband has done something with your daughter? Because right now that's all we can think about right now. Because he was the only one that was with her, and it's been almost 30 days, and there's been no sign of her whatsoever. You have to start thinking that way.
My mind won't let me go there.
But you have to.
I don't want to go there.
It's
Because I have a lot going on over there.
It's unfortunate, but that's one of the things we have to start talking about. You know, was she sick? Was anything medically wrong with her? Any bullying in school? She has any best friends at school?
She has a lot of people that she only has one BFF.
Okay.
That's like a sister, but
And what's her name?
She has a lot of friends. Madison.
And she's at Josie, right?
Yeah, but she got kicked out of school out now.
Oh, that's fine. What's her name?
Madison Willis.
Who got kicked out, Madison or your daughter? Madison. Why did Madison get kicked out?
Willis, Mike.
And so she's 16 as well?
She should be now.
She just turned 16. You know her parents' name?
I don't.
You don't? So they've been friends ever since like elementary school up now, just became friends.
They became friends in like 8th grade. Yeah, middle school.
So would you say that is your daughter sexually active? Are you saying no or you don't know?
No, she's not sexually active.
She's not? Okay. And she has social media accounts and all that? She has all of that and she's always on it?
Right.
How are grades in school?
Good.
Good student?
Very level-headed child.
And she had perfect attendance as well?
She had a couple of days she had missed.
Okay, all right. Any extracurricular activities?
Not in high school. She did in middle school, but not in high school.
What was she into now?
She like music, dancing, drama, stuff of that nature. In middle school, she played baseball.
Okay. Okay, all right. You're part of a church? What church?
Greater Young Zion. Greater Young Zion.
And where is that at?
405 Sandbar Ferry Road.
Who's the pastor there?
Wendy Bourne.
That's UNT? It's a Greater Young Zion.
Greater Young.
Greater Young Zion. Was she involved in church? Are you just attended on Sundays?
Exactly.
Okay.
Get the word and go home.
Get the word and go home. Service 10 o'clock.
But she did, her, my mom, and my baby girl, they did join the church.
Okay, so got baptized and everything?
All that good stuff.
And that was this year?
That was, I want to say last year or year before that.
Okay, so you also your mother?
My mom.
Okay, all right. And so, what's your mom's name?
They call her because she's deceased.
Okay.
Yeah, we lost mom on the 7th of January.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Did your daughter take that kind of hard?
We all did. Even baby girl took it hard. That was now.
Unexpected?
Yeah. Yeah, she was in the hospital the last go around from November 11th on up to January 7th, but she fought as hard as she could.
She had cancer?
It was kidney failure in the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she was on the house for a while, I guess?
Actually, no, she had beat that.
Oh, okay.
Mama beat that, yeah. What got her is when she had cardiac arrest and it damaged her brain.
Was it like an aneurysm?
Right.
Yeah, my dad had the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, he was in the coma for a month.
And and she would go there every day with me to see her, but I wouldn't let the baby girl back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hard.
So you see a lot of her and your daughter?
And both of them, and me too, as far as that goes, you know. I miss that little lady.
Yeah, so I know I'm not a mother, but I know mother feel things about their children. And so how do you really feel about your daughter?
In my heart, I don't feel like she's dead or, anything like that. I feel like she's just out there somewhere lost. Where, I don't know. I have no idea where she could be. That's how I feel. But, that's what I'm saying. I don't know where my baby could be at. I really don't. But I'll be glad she found. I have faith in God that she's going to be found alive. I'm not claiming no death. Because we don't have enough death this year in my family. We don't need no more deaths.
So is
To go over a couple of things. Did the daughter, Ms. Carswell, was she, according to her mom, did she have any sickness or was she ill at all?
No.
Okay, and did there seem to be any problems she was having at school?
No.
She had friends at school?
Yes.
And I think you inquired about bullying.
Yes.
There was no bullying?
Correct.
All right, if we can go to 4131. And but before we get to that, I know you assisted Investigator Dobbins with this interview, but was an FBI file open on this case?
No.
And why is that?
At the time, we were just assisting, and so being a law enforcement partner, and they worked on the task force, we usually assist them in several investigations in different matters, in different capacities. And so with this one, I was helping with the interview.
Say that last part again.
So we usually help in different capacities, in different investigations, and for this one, it was just one interview.
All right, now, we're about to watch the second little part of you talking with Ms. Tripp, and you mentioned certain things that you're going to do to assist with this case. Before we watch it, did you do some of the things you mentioned?
No. It was just going through the interview, telling her some things to see if she could give more information.
We're starting at 4130.
Did he go to Clark's Hill? Or what? He said he went to Clark's Hill.
Yeah, and he told me, he said, when our baby found, she gonna tell y'all the same thing. He said that they did go to Clark's Hill to help Maurice.
They went to Clark's Hill and then they went to Atlanta. So what job did he have?
I didn't ask. I
didn't
didn't bother asking.
Okay, all right. But the job wouldn't let him come back to Augusta like right away.
No, he wanted to stay there and do that full week because he was paying cash and he needed that because he didn't have the money really because what he did have, he gave to our daughter, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so got. So he wanted to work at that week, like on a Friday, and come home that Friday.
Right.
So did he come home that Friday?
And then he was trying to say, that was him on like Saturday or Sunday, early Sunday morning, something like that. Late, it was Saturday, Sunday morning.
So that weekend, he came home that weekend.
Right.
So he came on that weekend.
Yeah, he turned right back around and they left again after I told him that.
So he came on that weekend expecting to see
I know.
to see Tanya, and she wasn't there. And he said, well, no, I gotta go back down here.
He was like, what? He went into a panic mode, like, what did you talking about? I said, babe, I'm serious. She's not here. He like, babe, please stop playing. He's an Italian. And he went towards the back. He was calling her. He actually did that, but nothing.
So where did he stay? Did he stay with family?
It was some friend he was staying with. I don't know.
Maybe it was a friend.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you talk with him. Does she have a laptop?
Just her phone. She had a tablet, but she was calling herself being mad at me one day because I wouldn't give her a more up-to-date version and she broke it.
And when was that?
Oh, that was last year.
Okay, well, no, that's so good then.
Yeah.
Any gaming system, like an Xbox or anything?
Not for her. Mostly everything in hers is in her phone. That was her life. Yeah, that's her life. So she checked all her social media pages.
And what kind of phone was it?
We had the same phone. It was HTC Desire 510 Blue.
ACC?
HTC.
Oh. HTC
Desire 510.
And who was that through?
Version mode.
Version.
It was a prepaid phone.
Oh yeah, no, that's those are the best games actually. Do you remember her number?
706-251-4001.
4001.
It's off now.
Okay. It says she had a Facebook account and all that.
Facebook, Snapchat, and she had Twitter, but she deleted that account.
So I know the principal telling me she hadn't been on social media or anything.
Nope. Because with her Facebook page, even if she update her name, it's gonna alert me. So.
Right, you would know.
Exactly.
And her Facebook, everything stopped when she went to the left.
Everything. Her page not too long ago went deactivated. Her account was deactivated. I don't know why.
That had been done by somebody else.
Yeah.
Because
and I don't know the password, but it wasn't me. It's under Love Tanya.
Yes. I'm gonna go back. I'm just gonna just track back. Facebook.
She knows my password, but like I be telling her, I be forgetting my heads and stuff, but I don't know her.
You one of the most relaxed mothers I've ever met.
Yeah. I haven't did anything.
Because of
I think it was a little muffled, but that last statement, you were commenting on her demeanor. What did you observe it to be?
She was very relaxed.
And what did you express to her there?
She's like a relaxed mother I've ever seen. I'm not a mother, but I'm a father. And I would not be.
Objection relevant to how he reacts.
So, well,
Objection relevant.
Okay. But you found her to be quite relaxed?
Yes.
All right. And the phone, did you learn that Miss Carswell, the daughter, had a phone?
Yes.
It was the same phone as her mother?
Yes.
And I think you stated her life is her phone.
Yes.
my wife be.
Trust me, I done been there.
That'd peel off the wall.
Yeah, I done been there.
Is this the doctor's office?
Mm-hmm.
It is? Is that your physician?
Raphael Jordan.
And so that's who,
Yeah, that's him.
so that's the one that your doctor, he actually, did he take care of you when you had your younger?
We are stopping it at 4639. I believe that, I believe that the rest of that was played the other day with Investigator dollars. Do you remember if Ms. Tripp had used social media to try and find her daughter?
I don't recall.
No further questions at this time, thank you.
Just a few questions for you. I noticed that that I believe states Exhibit 10. Where is this being conducted, do you know?
At the sheriff's office.
And are there certain rooms that are equipped with video and audio recording devices?
To the best of my knowledge,
Well, this looks like one, right?
yes.
Do you know why that is? Why the audio, why the video?
To record the interviews.
Is there a reason for it?
I mean, I can't speak on that.
It's fair to say that it leaves little room for a doubt what was said when it's recorded, correct?
Yes.
And you spoke for some time with Ms. Tripp, correct?
Yes.
You asked her about school, and she answered what school she went to, right?
Yes.
You asked her about extracurricular activities, and she told you that, well, nothing in high school, but in elementary school, she told you the base or softball, right?
Yes.
You asked her about her friends, and she mentioned, well, she had several friends. Her BFF is someone named Madison, right?
Yes.
Nothing abnormal about any of that, right?
No.
You asked her about church, what church you went to. She told you the name of the church that Janelle went to, right?
Yes.
She said Janelle didn't participate in anything, get the word and go home, right?
Yes.
Nothing abnormal about any of that, right?
Yes.
And then at various times you'd ask her about the worst case scenario, correct?
Yes.
And when you would ask her about the worst case scenario, Ms. Tripp would sort of lower her head and shake her head left and right and say no. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
At one point she said she can't let herself go there, correct?
Yes.
On more than one occasion, she told you that she relied on her faith, correct?
I think you said God.
That would be faith, correct?
Yes.
At one point, you talked about her mom, correct?
Yes.
I believe her mom's name was Faye. She told you that Miss Faye had died fairly recently. I believe in January, maybe. Is that correct?
Yes.
And when you asked her about her mom, she talked about how devastating of a loss that was for her entire family, correct?
Yes.
She said because that was Nana, correct?
Yes.
There's no difference in her demeanor from when she's talking about her mom than when she's talking about her daughter, isn't that correct?
Yes.
So that calm demeanor she displayed in your words when she's talking about her daughter is the same calm demeanor she displayed when she's talking about her mom, isn't that correct?
You can repeat it again?
You talked about that calm demeanor she displayed when she talked about her daughter. That's the exact same demeanor she displayed when she talked about her mom. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
And you were not formally assigned this case, were you?
Yes, that's correct.
In fact, based on the conversation you had with the principal, you sort of took it upon yourself to give her a call, correct?
Yes.
No higher ups at the FBI said, we got a case for you, anything like that, right?
No.
Although you work for the Federal Bureau of Investigations, correct?
Yes.
And that being a federal bureau is a very large organization, correct?
Yes.
Tens and probably 100,000 employees, correct?
There's about.
With budget in the billions, correct?
We have a budget.
But that budget did not allow you to get a recording device when you called Ms. Tripp.
No.
So despite working for this FBI with this budget, you have recording devices, correct?
Yes.
You could have used a recording device, correct?
Not for this, no.
Because this wasn't your case, right?
Correct.
But you could record on your phone, correct?
I don't.
Well, as we discussed initially, as the office here, the local office here, with their fancy audio and video recording, which is done so that there can be little doubt about what is actually said. No such luck with your phone call, correct?
Correct.
And you remember it one way, and Ms. Tripp remembers it another way, right? The conversation.
Yes, correct.
And we got nothing to prove either to be right or wrong, do we? I can repeat this.
Yes.
You recall your conversation with Ms. Tripp one way, correct?
Yes.
And Ms. Tripp recalls your conversation another way, correct?
That's correct.
And we have nothing to prove either right or wrong, correct?
Correct.
Further questions?
Can you redirect?
Yes. That, when she was talking about her mother was dead, the counsel said she had calmed the demeanor. She knew her mother was dead, correct?
Correct.
And that's the same demeanor that she talked about her daughter with?
Correct.
All the head shaking and my mind won't let me go there, and my God, it's like she was in denial, right?
Yes.
Further questions?
All right. And this witness be excused.
Thank you.
Any objection?
No objection.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, sir, to the mic, you tell us who you are.
I'm sorry, William Smith, Richmond County Sheriff's Office.
Can you spell that for us?
William, W-I-L-L-I-A-M, Smith, S-M-I-T-H.
All right. Yes, Dixon.
Good afternoon, Sergeant Smith. Can you tell us where you work?
Richmond County Sheriff's Office.
And how long have you worked in the Richmond County Sheriff's Office for?
Just over 15 years.
All right. I'd like to take you back to the spring of 2017. Were you working at the Sheriff's Office then?
Yes, ma'am.
And what role did you have in the spring of 2017?
I worked in the criminal investigation department. I was an investigator.
Yeah, I'd like to direct your attention specifically to the disappearance of Tanya Janelle Carswell in April, May of 2017. In May of 2017, did you travel to Atlanta for this investigation?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And did you speak with Mr. Tripp at the DeKalb County Jail?
I did.
And who was the other investigator who was a part of that interview?
Ron Sylvester.
And we've already played that, but I believe there was a reference to a Denzel Washington movie. Are you the individual who came up with that? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, after you left the DeKalb County Jail, where did you go?
We went, they call it the Oakland neighborhood area, south of Atlanta. It's off Arlington, it's in,
Ron, the court would ask the witness to speak to Mr. Mike.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Thank you.
Where did you say you went?
It was southwest Atlanta. I believe they call it the Oakland area of Atlanta. I'm not exactly familiar with the names of the neighborhood. It was off Arlington Street.
And what did you do when you got to Arlington Street?
That was the location that we were able to determine that Mr. Tripp said that he and Janelle had made it to.
And when you went there, who was located at that address?
We actually found the mother, Tanya, and the other daughter, excuse me.
Okay. And the other daughter, are you referring to a child?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I believe Tanana Carswell?
Yes, ma'am.
Later on, you participated in an interview with Mr. Tripp on June 2nd of 2017 at the Sheriff's Office?
I did.
All right. What was your interaction with Mr. Tripp like?
Explosive, I guess you could say, at some points.
You said it was explosive?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And at that interview, did you learn that he had not actually been staying at that Arlington Street address?
I did.
Now, going back to when you were in Atlanta, how much time did you spend looking for Arlington Street? How much time did you spend kind of looking for and getting information from him about it?
Well, he was very vague at the...
Could you keep your voice
I
down?
apologize. He was very vague at the detention center we were at, and I had to bring in a couple set of maps to pinpoint where it was, and finally we got pinpointed to where the apartment was. It was actually a garage apartment, I guess you could best way to describe it, off Arlington.
And you stated that you did get to that address, you did make contact with Ms. Tripp. Did you attempt to verify if Ms. Janelle Carswell had been there?
I did. 10 to 15 houses around it. I walked around and knocked on everyone's door and spoke to everyone.
Is that called a neighborhood canvas?
It is.
Did anyone see Janelle Carswell?
No one saw Janelle Carswell. Yeah, I was walking around it, just talking to people.
And later he found out that according to Mr. Tripp, she was never in Arlington.
Never there.
And I think also in that video we watched on June 2nd, you talked about there being a fence around the house.
There was.
Okay, and so what, did you surveil the area? How did you, what did you do on the actual property?
It's an actual corner house. Like I say, it's Arlington was the main road that everyone remembers. I want to say Sinwell is the road that runs next to it. The only access to, I'm sorry.
What's up?
I apologize. The only access to the garage apartment was off Sinwell. There was a chain link fence around the entire residence. The only openings in the chain link fence were on the side of Sinwell, I want to say it is. Excuse me, I apologize if I'm saying the name wrong. But there was no access on the other side. On the immediate left of the residence, there was a dilapidated house that had fallen in, and we call them abandos. There was no access to the yard from there. There's about a 6-foot fence, chain link fence going across there, and there was no opening it. And the brush was well overgrown, and you could not, no one had trampled on it recently, it didn't appear.
And again, you were over in that area for about 2 to 3 hours, I think you stated?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. No further questions.
Any cross-examination?
There you go.
All right.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
I believe you referred to that interaction with Mr. Tripp on June 2nd as explosive.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
At any point while that was going on, did you feel physically unsafe?
I apologize for laughing about that. He motioned to act like he was going to hit me
a couple times, but I wasn't concerned with that, so not really.
Okay, and in fact, I believe Investigator Dobbins steps in at some point when you tell him to step.
I think it was Dobbins, yes ma'am, I did.
Okay, and assuming if you had been concerned, you wouldn't have told him.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Mr. Cross, Mr. Ricketts.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
How are you?
I'm well.
Very brief, very brief.
Yes, sir.
I believe I heard you testify that you conducted it's called a canvas, right?
Yes, sir.
And in that neighborhood canvas, I think you said you spent about 3 or 4 hours, correct?
I wouldn't say just on the canvas. The time there, probably about 4 hours. The canvas itself, maybe 2.
And with you in that canvas, you had a picture of Janelle Carwell, correct?
I believe so, yes, sir.
And you were showing that picture of Janelle Carwell to those people in canvas, correct?
I was.
You didn't show them a picture of Leon, though, did you?
Did I? I didn't. I don't remember showing. Honestly, I do not know if I showed a picture of Leon or not. My primary concern when doing the canvas was how long has someone been in that residence? Who has been in that residence? And no one can say that there was a little girl ever at that residence.
And no one could ever say that Leon was ever at that residence either, correct?
That's not true. They said that now, no one said him by name. That is correct. That the supposition that I came to, since Leon said that he was there, and that I did have a gentleman show that there was a U-Haul there the night before and earlier that morning, was that it was Leon because Leon was driving a U-Haul.
But we're talking about May, isn't that correct? When the U-Haul was there.
I would have to know. The day before, in fact, there was a guy across the street, I forget his name, it's in the notes on that one. But he said that earlier that morning there was a U-Haul truck there, and the night before there was a U-Haul truck there.
Earlier what morning?
The morning we were there. I'm sorry, I do not have the date right in front of me. If I could get my notes, I would be more than happy to say what day that was.
Well, would it refresh your recollection to take a look at your report?
I just said that, yes, sir.
Well, I have to ask. May I put you in this run?
Sure.
Oh, this is
The day we were there. Do you have the canvas in this as well? Yeah. Even in the canvas, I think it says it. Yeah. The gentleman at 1109 Selwyn Avenue, actually, is the one that said that he saw the U-Haul there that night before.
Can you keep your voice up?
I apologize again on that. And that day would be I didn't bring my glasses, the 14th. No. It looks like March 14th of 18. No. Page 35, page 81. Now, these pages are out of order. I do not have the top page of this one. Oh, right there it is. The date's not on this one. You didn't bring the page with the date. Now, this does say Wednesday would be the 24th. I'm assuming it's Tuesday before. I don't know because you didn't bring me the page with the date. I cannot tell you because I do not have the page with the date on it.
But you indicate on this that you show people pictures of Janelle, correct?
Yes, sir.
You do not show them pictures of Leon.
I do not remember.
Do you have a note anywhere showing that you showed anybody a picture of Leon and asking them, do you know this person?
Once again, I don't have a note. I do not remember showing that picture. I do not know. I may have, I may not have.
Well, how long have you been in law enforcement?
15 years.
And you have gone, you're post certified, correct?
I am.
At some point you take classes, correct?
You take a lot of classes.
And you learn, among those classes, you learn about the importance of doing reports, correct?
Yes, sir.
You learn about putting key details in those reports, correct?
Yes, sir.
Because at some point you may have to testify and you want a note of what's in your report, correct?
Yes, sir.
But you have no such note of you showing anybody a picture of Leon, correct?
I've already said that.
that's correct.
Yes, sir.
Is that the kind of thing that you deem important enough to put in the notes?
Apparently not.
Well, let's do it this way, sir. You canvassed someone at 1165 A Arlington Avenue, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you showed that picture of Janelle Carwell, showed them a picture of Janelle Carwell, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you spoke with Lakeisha Williams, correct?
If the paper says so, yes.
And if the paper says no mention of Leon, that would be correct, correct?
No.
Would not be correct?
No, sir. Well, think of it like this. I didn't put in my notes that I used the restroom, but I obviously used the restroom sometime up there.
Given the law enforcement, how long?
15 years.
And you testified how many times?
A bunch.
And you think that's an appropriate comment to make in the courtroom, appropriate in front of the jury?
You're saying the same thing over and over again. I was just answering
Hold up.
with an example.
Hold up. We're on the title of the authority, citizen cross-examination.
Hold up.
I'm sorry.
Hold up. All right, let's stick with relevant answers, relevant questions. All right.
I showed you your canvas, correct?
You did.
And I'm going to give that canvas to you again.
Yes, sir.
And I want you to show me where Leon's name is mentioned one time.
It is not mentioned in the canvas on this page. I think there's 3 others on the other one, but I would assume they're still not there as well.
So, on April 17th, you have no note of where Leon was, do you?
I'd have to look at the other notes from the interview in the detention center. I know there's a recording of him saying he was there.
Objection, non-responsive. My question was, do you have a note?
Once again, I would have to look at the notes from the interview at the detention center.
On April 18th, you have no note where anybody says they saw Leon, isn't that correct?
Yeah, no one said they saw Leon. You're correct in that.
So for the same period of time between April 17th and April 23rd, where no one says they see Janelle, no one says they see Leon as well, isn't that correct?
I would guess that'd have to be correct, yes, sir.
Thank you. I have no more questions.
You redirect.
We've got no further questions. Thank you.